Hello guys. So for my CEP 810 network learning project, I chose to learn how to repair iPhone 4 glasses. So here right now are all of the tools that I'm going to be using throughout this video. I'm not going to talk much because it's kind of hard to talk and do this and concentrate at the same time, but here are the tools. Here's the phone that I'm going to be repairing. It's a white iPhone 4. So here we go. First I have to remove the back glass. And the first thing you have to do is lift up all the flaps. And after you lift up all the flaps, we're going to take the battery out. So we have to remove the battery. Now when you're removing the battery, you have to be careful not to puncture the battery. I did this once before. I punctured the battery and sparks started to fly out. Wasn't a good thing. It takes a little bit of time because it's kind of glued in, but after playing with it a while, you'll finally be able to get it out. And there we go. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to remove all the tiny screws. Now, I have a mat right here that I'm placing the screws on so I can remember where they go. So just watch as I go through this process. Hold on a second. Take some time. Also the pieces. All of the pieces I have to take out. Pay attention where they go. This is probably the hardest part, taking out the sound box. You don't want to break the sound box. Once you do that, there's no point even trying to fix the screen. So now the screen. This is the hardest part, actually trying to take the screen off. I used that to make sure everything was dry because my hands are a little sweaty. And now I have to pull this off carefully so that I don't break anything else on the phone. It's a little bit difficult to take it off. There we go. Now you have to make sure you pull it out and you pull this wire out with it. You don't want to tear it. grab your new screen, you look at the top at this top hole, and you install the new screen. Make sure that you put this wire correctly into the hole on the phone, because that is the reason why the screen works. So you have to carefully place it in and be sure not to rip it. You see what I'm doing? Make sure it goes through neatly and cleanly. Push it close, and there we are. So next, we close the screen up from top to bottom, make sure it's tight, and we begin to reassemble the phone. Now you have your map, tells you where everything goes. We're just going to replace everything and put it back where it goes. And this is probably the most tedious part, even more tedious than taking it apart. But I'll be finished in no time. Lastly, make sure you install your battery, and you install your battery correctly, because again, if it bursts, it's going to be done. Turn your phone on and test it, and this one comes on. There we go. We have successfully changed the broken screen on this white iPhone 4, and everything works properly. Thank you for tuning in, and I was glad I had the opportunity to learn to do this.